Hello everyone and welcome to another stream from Hugo's Desk. So I hope you can hear me well. I hope the sound is okay. Do let me know if the sound is too low or sometimes people complain it's too low and then they tell me it's too high and like I never win. Okay, that's the way. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I can see there's a lot of familiar faces in both YouTube. We're streaming both on YouTube and also streaming on Twitch at the same time. So thank you so much. We have a very special session today because we are going to continue deconstructing the Zeiss project, the one I directed last year. And we have a guest today. So we're going to be joined by Björn, which was one of the compositors of the project, being one with me. So there was only two compositors on this project. He was also the visual effects supervisor on set on the project as well. So he's going to come in and he's going to try to help me deconstruct the scripts that he was part of. But before we even do that, there's a couple of things that we need to do for house cleaning. So as I said last time, I have now disabled ads on these streams, both on YouTube and on Twitch as well. So this means that there won't be any ads. And if you do see an ad popping in, you do need to let me know. I've switched them off because, as I explained last time, I was getting like 70 cents from the ad revenues on the streams. And I just thought, why am I annoying everyone with these ads? And I'm only getting paid 70 cents. I do have the ads switched on for the recordings because that's more well paid. You get like a couple of dollars instead of just a cent. So that's what I'm doing. So that means that if you do want to support the show, if you do like my streams, keep in mind that, maybe consider becoming a Patreon or a member on YouTube, or even better, and it's easier for everyone, if you have a Prime subscription on Amazon, you can become a subscriber on Twitch for free. You don't even have to pay anything. And all the proceedings from Amazon go into my channel so that I can keep doing these streams. So I just basically just wanted to let you know, if you want to support the show, those are the direct ways of supporting this show without having to deal with the ads from YouTube, which are super annoying, and the ads from Twitch are even more annoying. So that's been my decision. Now, I just also wanted to let people know that I've booked next week's streams. I just wanted to mention this before we start on the stream, because it's going to be a really important stream for me, at least. This is the return of the radio show. Remember, we did it last time when we used to do these. I'll put it on the screen. So we are going to have, I'll put it on the screen. That's what I meant. So basically next week on Thursday, so next week on Thursday from 3 o'clock, we're going to have the first ever call-in radio show, which will be season 2, really, to be honest, because I used to do these radio shows on Twitch. This was back in 2021. And these radio shows are really important to me. I really enjoyed doing the radio show, when I did the anniversary of the stream. So that was really enjoyable, and I really loved to talk with everyone. We mostly talked about AI, of course, but it was a great way. And so if you want to be part of this, it's next Thursday. You can either come in here to the stream. It's from 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The link is the video is already on my live tab, so you can already subscribe to that. You can already get a notification. There are two ways of you submitting questions if you want to talk on the call show. Obviously, I would prefer for radio call-in, so you just show up, there's a link, and you can jump into a Zoom call with me, and then we can discuss any topic you want. The main broad topic is the state of the industry. That's my main idea. But that can be anything. We can talk about visual effects and AI and anything, really. If you're a Patreon or a member, you can submit the questions directly. And I will always prioritize Patreons. So if you're a Patreon or if you're a member, you will always be in line before everyone else to talk on the radio show. I don't know how long that will take, but my plan is to make this every month, to have a town meeting almost, for us to discuss the state of this industry and discuss the problems we're facing and really in general the basic problems that we are dealing with every day. So that's going to be next week. So I already have a link on YouTube, so if you want to, I'll do that real quick for you guys to do that. So the only thing you need to do is you just need to go to my channel. I'll show it on the screen. So you just need to go to my channel. Basically, if you go to the live tab in here, you'll see that I have all the live streams up and coming. So right now we're doing this live stream right now. And then after that, we're going to have the Silent Hill. I'm going to continue playing Silent Hill. That's what I've been doing every day after work. So you feel free to join that as well if you want to. Like I said on the streams, I always play games before dinner, so I might as well be streaming them. And so that's what that is. After work, I play a bit of games. So that's going to happen today. And then next week on Thursday, you can also get a notification here. That's the radio call-in show. So I'll share the link on the chat here. So I really hope you can join so we can have a town meeting about all of this. So that's the link if you want to join the town meeting. And that, on the day, I will put a link up of Zoom so that people can come in, just like we did on the anniversary. It was one of the most enjoyable streams I've had in years, and that was the whole point of that, really, to be honest. So yeah, so don't forget about that. Apologies. Also, of course, goes without saying that we're gonna have a giveaway at the end of the stream. So we're giving away a Nuke course from my online courses. Of course, if you're a student already, I can give you the workshops for free. If you already have the workshops, then you'll be online to get the course that I'm making right now, which is a new course I'm creating for next year, which is an on-set supervision course. So that's going to be my next course. So that's what's coming up soon. Also, of course, goes without saying that Foundry is the sponsor of the stream. They've always been supportive of my streams for a long time. Can't thank them enough. And so that's the link on the screen right now if you want to win a free license, indie license from Foundry. It's for 1 year and it's completely free. It costs like £500. So it's a wonderful gift that the Foundry is giving us to our community. That happens on every stream I do. And so just, you know, there's the QR code. That's the link. I've also posted the link on the chat as well. So that would be it. And it goes without saying that I can't really do these streams without the Foundry, because I don't do these streams for YouTube, that's for sure, since they give me 70 cents. But with that in mind, let me just like basically pull up the commercial from the Foundry. As you know, I always like play that commercial while we're doing the stream. It's only 1 minute long. They are the sponsors. It's because of them that we're all here. So I'm going to play the commercial and then we'll be right back.
Foundry's Nuke is the industry standard tool for compositing in the film and TV industry. We've produced and curated all the essential resources for learning Nuke and preparing you for the profession, as well as recommendations for other training resources. You'll learn compositing fundamentals, rotoscoping, keying, tracking objects, color management, 3D compositing, and much more. Our objective is to empower artists with all the knowledge they need to push their skills to the next level. Jump in and start learning today.
Okay, I once again can't thank the Foundry enough for the support they've been giving me for years and years over there. So thank you so much to everyone, to the entire team that helps me every week with these kind of things. In the meantime, also just a quick shout out that, you know, if you're interested, my course is currently 50% off. It's been 50% off for a while now, I know. But I've decided to, because I keep getting asked when people, oh, can we keep the discount a little bit longer? And so I'm always like, okay, here we go. Like I'll leave it for a bit longer. And so it's been on for 50% for a while now. But there's also a bundle as well if you want to, and that covers both courses as well. So that's also available right now. I think I've posted the link already on the chat, but I'll just do that real quick as well. Okay, so Oh, thanks for being here, Sujal. I don't have Discord open, so I need to open it then, because I wasn't like reading Discord. I need to like check that out actually. And regarding Twitch, I really wanted to say hello to Chester. Chesterfield became the first time chat here, so thank you so much for being here, Chester. It's great to see you here, and thanks for joining really. Okay, so I don't think there's any. Yeah, well, you do let me know, Sajal, if you. I had a question about compositing CG. Maybe I can ask that offline on Discord. Yeah, that's fine. You can ask. And then we can kind of like try to go through it if we have the time. I'll put the Discord channel here in case I need to go through it. Maybe I'll just. Apologies, everyone. I'm just like. And I am aware Bjorn is waiting for me on the chat. So apologies, Bjorn. We'll be together with you in a short time. I'm just like doing some house cleaning. So hopefully, yeah, if I do have Discord open now. Sajal, if you do want to communicate with me, it's open now. Okay, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Bjorn's insight as well. It's going to be nice to meet him and to have him on the show. I believe he's been on the show before. I think so. At least he's on one of my videos, on the lens distortion video. He's there. One last thing I just wanted to mention is that unfortunately, all the showreel reviews are already fully booked. So I'm gonna have another showreel review on the 31st and the 14th of November and 28th of November. Unfortunately, they're fully booked. So. But if you want to, just message me because I can put you on the waiting list, because I always have people giving up halfway through. So sometimes people give up and then they don't show up, and so then I need people to get picked up, and then I'm like desperate to trying to find people. So that's the whole point there. And one last thing, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Ian Fells. Ian Fells was here yesterday. We were recording a show. Ian Fells, which I do the VFX Notes podcast together with him, and we'd recorded the 25th anniversary episode about Fight Club. So I feel so old that Fight Club is 25 years. He just recently released the last before and afters. This is before and afters 2022. Shit, there's 22 of them now. Amazing issue. It's all about Alien Romulus. The physical effects, the digital effects, the whole thing is here. The whole story, the whole spill. So go and support before and afters. His magazines are amazing. Great replacement for CinFX. I think so. You know. And last but not least, just wanted to give one last shout out to my wife's book, Green Recipes for All. Amazing book. Of course, I'm biased, of course, because I've eaten all the recipes and I love my wife and I love her food. So if you want to gift someone a really nice Christmas gift, go ahead to Amazon. Green Recipes for All is all available there. You can also follow her channel on YouTube as well. Go and support small creators like her, like me. Go and support small creators. We need you guys more than ever now, especially with all the problems that YouTube has. This is a really good book. You don't need to be vegetarian or vegan. It has 50-something recipes. They're all amazing, and they're just good food. You don't really need to like vegetarian food at all. So I'll leave the link on the screen for a bit. So the link is there. Obviously, remember that that's the UK link. Obviously, it is also available on Amazon US, Amazon UK, France, Japan, India. It's available everywhere. So yeah, so that's the thing. So go and support small creators like my wife and me. We labor of love this book, so go and help and support. And it's like I say, it's a great Christmas gift. Yeah, I thanks, Rec. Another VFX Notes up. I know the VFX Notes podcast has been on hold because I've been a bit busy, and we've been trying to plan a return to force. And so next week we're releasing the Fight Club episode. The Fight Club episode is to celebrate the 25th anniversary, so we're releasing it next Tuesday. Tuesday is the anniversary of Fight Club. It's that day, so I'm pushing to edit that as soon as possible, so we can have that, so we can have that episode on the can and actually on the day of the anniversary. So that's the plan, to release it on Tuesday. Thank you so much for saying that, Noe. Noah. Much appreciated. I love you guys all too as well. So help me, please. Oh, okay. How can I help? Are you in danger? Call 911. Okay, so that's all taken care of now. You know what's gonna happen: the show, the books, the course, the links, everything. So let's go to the deconstruction. So you know where we were last time. We are basically deconstructing. You cannot. Goes without saying that all of you can watch the replays. There's a full playlist with the deconstructions, and so if you go to my channel, like you can find it on the playlists. If you go to just the playlists here, you can find it. The playlist of deconstruction is this one, season 2. So if you go here, you can see that we've now done, since season 2, since we returned to the deconstruction, we've done now 11 streams. So you can always go back and watch them again. The Zeiss one starts here where it says Zeiss. So it's the deconstruction 9, 10, and 11, which is the one today. Before that, we did other projects as well, where we deconstructed real projects live on the show. So you can always kind of like go there and rewatch if you've missed something. Today, we're going to really basically go through this. So we've talked about this last time. We're basically breaking through, like basically going through this. This is the breakdown. I'll just put it looping here. And that's the shot that we are deconstructing. Now, the deconstruction is occurring today. We're going to be talking about the cleanup in the roto side with the help of Björn to deconstruct that. And then we'll continue deconstructing this on further episodes. And the next episode, I guess, would be the full script, the one that I took care of it most of the time. Björn started that script, but then I finished it. And so that script will be the bigger one, which has all the CG and all the Z, the effect, focus, the motion blur, the particles. It has all those things. So that that thing will be probably the next episode. Okay, so let's call in Björn and then chat with him. So I'm gonna just like bring him in on Zoom, and then we can have a chat with him. Let's see here. So new meeting. Now I already told to Björn that unfortunately he can't see me on the meeting. Unfortunately, I still haven't worked out how to how to actually how do I share this thing? Wait a minute. Apps, host, share. Okay, so that's weird. How do I okay, share notes? No, that's notes. That's not what I wanted. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna share the link with him so that he can actually go back to this thing. Need to like make a meeting. That's right. Just 1 second. So new meeting. Okay. So that's the one. Okay. Copy ID. Copy invitation. New meeting. Okay. So I'm gonna just drop it to Björn here, and so they can join me. So hopefully he gets that, and then we can get this show on the road. Okay, so I'm getting Björn in, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna switch him on. Okay. Hey, Björn.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
I know. I forgot about that. I'm so used to it that I forgot to press on the wrong button. So, hey, Björn, how are you doing, my friend? Sorry for the wait. I know we go through a lot of things. Yeah, so we're live here on HUGOSDESK. I really wanted to thank you for being here to go through this script. But before we do, like, I just, some people know you, especially from the lens distortion video, but would love for you to tell people a few words about what you do and where you're calling from, and just introduce you a little bit yourself,
Hi, I'm Björn from Iceland, VFX compositor. Sometimes I've been lucky and got to supervise a few projects, usually small commercials. I've been working with Hugo probably ever since I started in VFX, which was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, exactly.
I think like 2016.
Yeah. Yeah,
if I
absolutely.
recall.
Yeah. That was
And
because you were a student of mine at the campus at
yeah,
12. Yeah.
I went to study visual effects in Sweden, and Hugo was teacher there, and I was persistent enough, so you ended up hiring me and like kind of got stuck with me ever since.
You don't need to be like that.
No,
No,
no, no, of course. But
yeah.
but like we usually like for the past 4 years,
Yeah.
we've been like doing 1 or 2 jobs a year
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then like I usually do like I might do onset, data wrangling or supervision
Yeah.
in between there, and then on occasion like as well like work do compositing for the other companies.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen so we can go through that as well,
yeah,
real
please.
quick. So I'm just in like share. That's the one I wanted. So I'm basically going to have you on the corner here so people can still see you and see me as well. Can I open this a bit more? They've changed the. Oh, okay, here we go. So now I can open it a bit more. They changed Zoom. They keep changing everything because they want to like make sure people get what they paid for. I guess. Yeah. So starting with the work itself, I just
Mhm.
wanted to like open this up so that I've written the wrong, misspelling my own name. Look at that. I'm just that old. That's what's happening here. So yeah, so like Bjorn was saying, he's been working with me for a long, long time. So you've guys seen some of the projects we've done together. So obviously the Zeiss was the last thing that we did together
Mhm.
as compositors, both of us. And then we basically been working together for almost every project I've done. So we did Vermintide together, we did Far Cry together, we did Bjorn Borg together as well.
That thing.
That thing, I know.
Yeah.
We're going to put this a bit bigger. Heroes Arena as well, Walking Dead, the Valkyrie thing, even the Mario's Rabbits as well. I think it goes all the way to the crew, and then I think it's a Homefront, the first
Yeah,
one.
Homefront was my first one.
Yeah, that's where you were
Mm.
actually extra on the show, and you were also a composer as well because you were actually extras on the show as well.
Yeah, I like kind of forced myself into the set without asking. And you kind of had to like either say yes or like tell me to wait out in the cold.
Someone on the chat on Twitch is asking, no, sorry, on YouTube, where's Bjorn's reel?
It's not like I don't. I just share reels when I apply for something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Like I can like
no, don't worry about it. I'm
I
just
can
making.
share it if you
Yeah.
want.
I don't have a
But
reel either. Like sometimes we don't have reels
yeah.
because we're too busy with work, and it's been a bit less busy lately. But yeah. With that in mind, also I wanted to like open up LinkedIn with from Bjorn. So if you guys want to, connect or chat with Bjorn, here's his link for LinkedIn. He'll accept or not. I don't know. It's up to him. But Bjorn has been around for visual effects for a long time, and actually, in fact, even before you worked in visual effects with me, with our with the projects we did together, you also
Yep.
worked on a lot of projects even before that, wasn't it, Bjorn?
Yeah,
So
like I started like my first job in films was back in like 1990.
oh my
The
God,
summer of 1990. 1990.
yeah.
Nine. Wow. I forgot to add the nine. And I was not 5 when I did my first gig. I was 15 and I got to be a runner. I had like this moped with a box on the back. And I got to be a runner and pick up the like breakfast and drive around scripts and do all sorts of weird things and then in between just hang out. Which is a dream job when you're a teenager, like, oh, do little as nothing. And then um then I did like some basically runner type things and then I went to film school. After film school, I did various things, like
Yeah.
loads. Like I did editing, like a lot of assisted editing, and then I went into the art department and did like loads of different roles there.
Yeah.
And like in Iceland, like art department and special effects are quite like sometimes even the same people doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I got to work with one of the like uh, one of two big uh, special effects supervisors here in Iceland.
Cool.
And so I've like been lucky and like worked with them, and through them gotten onto like fairly big shows.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm
And
gonna
yeah,
share this page here with everyone here.
yeah.
You've actually worked on a lot of really high end shows as well. Most of them
Mm.
shot in Iceland, wasn't it? So if we
Like
go,
yeah, like they might come and like do like some sort of pickup or a plate
yeah,
or just anything. It might be a part of the thing. It might be like the like every exterior might be shot in Iceland.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it really depends on the show and how they plan for things
yeah, exactly, exactly.
and what their need is. Like
Yeah, I mean you
'cause,
have
like
yeah, but because basically the stuff we see on screen right now, I'm gonna put it a bit bigger.
yeah,
For
you
me,
can see my titles like
yeah,
special
exactly.
effects.
Special
There's
effects.
one visual effects there.
Yeah, yeah. But that's
And
because that's what I was starting to gonna get to. Like you've worked on a lot of these projects, on these high-end movies like Star Wars and Prometheus,
Mhm.
and but it was on on the physical effect side, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So
yeah.
like yeah, basically special effects in camera happens when it's being filmed.
So we're talking about what, Bjorn? Like
Yeah.
explosives, sun, like snow,
Like
rain, shit like that, right?
no, like yeah, but I was around the people who pressed a button and rigged it all. Like I don't have license to rig explosives, or I don't really want to play with explosives. Because
I
they
pressed on the
like
wrong.
I'm really like working with people that dare to do that and love to do that is just amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Like but for me, I'm a like working in special effects, I'm afraid of explosions, I'm afraid of fires, but like not that I'm like terrified, I've just like I'm really careful when it comes to those things.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And we can see it on the screen here. Like basically, like
Yeah.
really big shows, really like The Witcher and Halo, and also Game of Thrones and Prometheus and Fortitude and Star Wars: Last Jedi. So must have been really fun to blow shit up. I know you
Mhm.
weren't pressing the button, but at
Like
least to make it up,
yeah.
make
Yeah,
it
like
happen.
when there are like of course there aren't that often explosions.
Yeah,
And usually when they are, you make it for like the feel and look and like everything, and then visual effects comes in and like amplifies it.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Because usually you don't have depending on the explosion, but usually like you don't have the fiery thing. So like if you would see a fire in one of those like especially huge explosions,
Yeah,
it's usually added in afterwards. But depending on show, shot, and everything, like
yeah, yeah,
of course everything is possible, but mm,
yeah. Someone on YouTube is asking like, what's the best supervisor in Iceland? Who is the best supervisor in Iceland? Well,
of course Jörri is. He is by far the best. No. No, like he's basically like the guy that if someone is called to like supervise like on set or like anything, like they call him.
ah, okay.
Mhm.
And he's on the chat right now, isn't he?
Is he? Oh,
I think so.
oh,
Because he's
woo! Good thing I'm kissing ass right now. No.
well, actually,
No.
Yuri, thank you so much for donating to the show. Thank you so much for
Oh,
sending
great.
$2.49. Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, so I guess Bjorn already answered. I
Yeah.
agree with Bjorn. Like, yeah, you're the best. We'll just do it that
And
way.
yeah, plus like Jörri was with me on the. You can see the Doctor Strange thing there. Jörri was supervising that.
Oh, cool.
I was doing data wrangling.
Cool. Oh, that's excellent.
VFX data wrangling.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, Björn. So I guess we've been working in and out. What's up for you in the near future? Like, are you still doing a lot of, like, are you still going on set, right? And you're also doing visual effects. Are you still doing a mix of both, or are you gonna focus on one or the other, or does it matter really? Just so the audience knows how this usually works.
Of course, I would prefer to do visual effects, but like if somebody offers me money, I won't say no.
Yeah, of course. I completely understand what you mean. Cool. Well, I mean, guys, if you guys have questions for Björn, just go ahead. Like, go for it. We're gonna start by looking into what we actually did last time, and that's why I called you up, because and actually, in fact, you're in this breakdown actually.
I am.
Yeah, you are. Like, this breakdown has you here. Let me just go through a little bit.
Oh yeah, the balls and shirts. Yeah, there I am.
Yes, with a very appropriate Zeiss hat.
I'm so glad they gave that to me. I didn't have a hat that day, and it was super sunny.
I know it was. We
Prepared
shot this
for everything except sun, which we usually don't have in Iceland. I'm joking, of course, but like usually it's not like in my way.
Yeah, this job was tough because I never thought it would have been so warm there. Like, we were near Munich. Of course, it was the summer. This was in July or something, but it was like 30 degrees. It was like super hot, like so warm outside. We were only there outside for a couple of hours, but like for a second day, majority of the shoot, like half of the shoot was indoors, of course, but the outside was quite tough with the sun. Cool, man. Well, I've already done 2 streams with this production, so I think you were on the first one as well on the chat.
Yeah, I saw some of it. I went in and out. I was like picking up kits and dropping them off. And
So what I do on these streams is that I usually deconstruct the whole project. So I showed people the edit. I showed people the conform edit, and I also showed some photos from on set from Anna. And I discussed like what cameras we used and what formats we used and those kind of things. And then I started opening the scripts. I briefly showed everyone last time the main script, the compositing script, and then when I was opening the cleanup and the roto, which is the ones that you dealt the majority, you worked on all 3 scripts, but there's 3 scripts on this project. So I explained to people that we split the job between the 2 of us, and so you did a lot of the roto and the cleanup, and also you prepared the whole script with CG, and then I basically finished the script at the end, the main one, the one of the 3. And so I'm not very familiar with the roto script or the painting script, because I don't think I even opened it at any time, except when I wanted to render a section that I needed or something. If I needed to export the shadow.
I haven't opened it since like we finished. What was it? September, October?
Yeah, it was last year.
Or I can't remember when.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, I don't expect you to remember everything. That for sure I don't. But hopefully we can go through this thing and let's see here. So first of all,
either this is a demonstration on why not to hire me or why to hire me. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
I know. I told Björn like last time that I was going to open his script, and because I wasn't expecting him to have to come over. And Björn, the first thing he said to me, "Well, you can blame me on everything. That's fine."
Yeah,
I didn't blame you. That's fine. So I'm gonna open the script.
Throw me under the bus.
So basically, like I said, we actually had 4 scripts, but the first script is really not an existing script because it's such a simple script, but. Mainly the cleanup and the matte, which was the rotoscoping and the cleanup, and then we had the main compositing one. I'm going to start by going through the cleanup one, because that's the one I kind of got stuck last time. And this is version 16, the last one that you've made. I don't think it has a date. No, it doesn't. Actually it has.
Probably if you go into...
Yeah, there we go. So it's like September...
15th.
Yeah, September. Yeah. Last time you opened it was the 15th of September 2023. So this was Nuke 14. We're still running Nuke 14. Before anyone says on the chat, I'm aware that there's a new Nuke, but I'm not going to open this on the new Nuke because I just want it to work.
Yeah.
So I don't want to
And,
have
like,
all sorts of problems when I open it up, you know.
plus pretty much everything that's like new in 15 is still like is there in 14. Like everything that we like would have used,
Yeah.
but something might break.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I think it's always a bit dangerous to upgrade scripts. Like that's why I keep running nukes. I have multiple nukes installed on the machine because if I have to open like old scripts, it's really the only way. So of course, people like forget about these menus. These menus are not part of Nuke. These are our custom pipeline. So if you're watching them, like forget like ignore them because they're part of our pipeline from our company. So okay, so
dear God.
you haven't seen this in a long time.
This I must have been doing this at the end of day for many days.
It's okay, man.
Usually I like would tidy up a bit better.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. I'm gonna increment save anyway because this is for the stream, so I don't want to. In case I touch something, at least I can keep a version for me. For the later things. Okay, so this is where I was last time. Bjorn, I actually don't think this is messy at all. I think this is last time when I opened these scripts, everyone on the chat was like, "Wow, these are so tidy, these scripts," and so I think actually we man, I've especially when I was
this is me being messy and because like I usually like to have like the especially on the bigger like backdrops.
Yeah.
I would like to when I'm zoomed out, I would be able to read what the big backdrop says.
Yeah, and everything. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just so nice, especially when you zoom out, see everything. You can like read it without reading the connections.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost. Did it crash? Maybe it did. I'm glad. Oh no, it didn't. I'm glad this is a Foundry sponsored stream.
Yeah.
Last time it crashed quite a few times, so I'm gonna get ready. I just need to change one thing because I have an issue here. I have like on my other monitor, I'm having some glitches, and so I need to like lower the resolution of that monitor. I'm running too many monitors at the same time, and so I just need to like lower the res on the monitor next to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a lot of glitches there. So I'm gonna just doing that.
Like you always say, this is like a fine-tuned sports car.
Yeah, exactly.
And it like needs these really fine tunings, and we have like different computers, all of us. Like that's the funny thing. Like we work together, and we have different problems with Nuke, and so it. Something that like works smoothly on your side is just like way different for me.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Like we've although we're both working on Mac, it's still a problem sometimes. Even having that kind of pipeline together. So I don't even imagine what the problem could be if you're running like 10 Windows machines, which all of them have different components, all of them have different like motherboards and memory cards and graphic cards, and it's a mess. And that's why I kind of like I like working on a Mac because it's like at least I can find people with a similar problem on the net because there's so few options, and so kind of like that. Rec is asking on YouTube. I've answered this last time, but does Bjorn use stamps on some projects? And if so, why not? I don't use stamps, and I know a lot of people love using stamps, but I don't.
I've used stamps, but usually here with Hugo, because I don't want to force him to install something that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
No, but like they are really nice to have, and like it's just such a good way, especially between like syncing between. If we would definitely use them, Hugo, if we didn't have the pipeline, like doing all the work for us.
Yeah,
because like then you would just have to reconnect what's on the top.
On the top,
and not think of.
I think it's because of the pipeline that I don't use it. But the thing with this is that we're gonna have to start using it because our pipeline is now not gonna happen. It's not actually not being upgraded to the last version. So if we do a project in the future, a project that we do, because now on Nuke we're Nuke 15 right now, and Nuke 15 is incompatible with our pipeline. So unless we rebuild the pipeline again, which I don't doubt that will happen, we'll have to start using that anyway. So okay, so let's.
So she'll ask what stamps.
Yeah, it's this, Sajal. So basically, you can go here and have, where is it? It's this.
It's like yeah, but you don't have it installed, and I didn't use it on this.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have. It's not on the pipeline
either. It's a
it's
like
not on pipeline either.
Gizmo plugin type of thing that you can get from Nukepedia. It's really nice. So you can basically have your read notes all in one place, and then you create like a note that's like an instamp for it, and then you can populate it to anywhere in the script. So like if you're using the same read note in 3 places, it's basically linked from there. It's kind of like having a clone of it, like kind of, but like. But I think there's a really good
I think people
tutorial on it from.
But I think people are talking about this one. I'm not sure they're talking about the one you install. I think the custom one from the one that comes with Nuke, which is this one, the poster stamp. I think that's what they're talking about. I don't think they're talking about the one that you can install. This one is similar because you can have it far away. And then what people usually do, which I really don't like, is that they disable the input. And so what happens is you never know where it comes from. So this is why I don't use poster stamp, because of the missing line, you know.
The stamps, they work in a similar way. So you don't see the line. I think you can activate so you see the line, but you always see the line when you select it.
Okay. So so we're having different conversations on the chat. So So people were talking about but Rec mentioned the one that you installed. It's not this one that he's talking about. Yeah. I see what you mean. Okay.
I would like highly recommend it, especially if you're working in teams, like even just for organizational purposes for yourself. Like
exactly.
It's a really nice thing to use and getting used to having. Like,
I'll tell you why I hate poster stamps. This is because of my time at the mill. So when I used to get the pre-comps from CG artists are incredible. Sometimes they're incredibly messy. And so you would open the script and you would have these gigantic, messy spaghetti-like comps with every single input was a poster stamp without the line. And so what would happen is you would want to update something, and we didn't have a pipeline to update automatically at the time because Nuke didn't have this thing of going control up. That didn't exist yet at the time. And so you never knew which of the inputs was connected to which of the poster stamp because nothing was labeled. And so I started hating it because you would open the script, you would have like 50 read nodes on the top, and then the poster stamps on this spaghetti mess of compositing. And I never found anything. So I started like forcing them to not put this in. That's why, but I understand your point of view. If you have it with a bit, like if you have the one that you can install, you have more options and it's a bit easier to handle and it's not as weird as this one. So anyway, like I'm not going to put this in anyway. Okay, so let's go through this real quick, Bjorn. So this is the cleanup shot, and that's the plate, of course. And now the result of all of this, before we even jump into this thing, it would be that. So this is that's the one. So this is the render, and basically the objective here was to clean up this the microphone guy, and to basically extend the floor. Right, that was your objective, to try to get. And you only clean the stuff that you needed,
like
right?
What's needed. So like when you see like a line or something, either it's outside of the platform he's on or something is in front of it. And we tried as much to put a lot of things in front, especially in the beginning when he's walking, to like cover up a lot of things that would help. But like when he was at the corner, there's like no way of basically cleaning up.
I'm going to put you on the corner here, on the other corner of the image, because I want people to see the script, and you were covering it. Yeah, so that's why in here, if you guys see the breakdown that I was just playing, it's easier to always like refer to the breakdown because it's just like a bit easier to play it back and scrub through it.
Yeah.
So basically, you're basically focusing your attention in what's on this platform, right? So because that's it. Like that's the only CG we need really. And at the time, go for it.
I had like a margin of error because at the time we were moving it around like bit there, and like sometimes we would have the pillar in front like further away. It was just changing all the time. So like I had the margin of error to basically go. Like I asked Martin that did the CG like to basically give me, okay, at least if I have this area right here, then we're good. Then you can like move around anywhere you want in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And because when we did this originally, originally when we first started this project, Bjorn, we were gonna use this floor. That was the idea in the beginning. Because of course I've explained this on the first link of the first stream. This was a relatively cheap production. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Zeiss, but this was a really low budget production because it wasn't really a commercial production. It was paid by the marketing department. And so obviously Zeiss didn't have like the weight of a budget that you could cover a full CG project like this. And so we were trying to get solutions to make it as cheap as possible. And so we thought, oh, we can just keep the floor. That was our plan at the time. But obviously, in hindsight, with this guy with the microphone, with the boom mic, it became a problem. And later on, we ended up getting a really nice floor for Martin. Martin was the CG artist involved in this project. And we ended up like almost using that full floor because it was more rugged and it was more detailed. And it would have looked weird to have the original floor only. So it's a mix of them. Like we have a bit of a mix of both on the on the
because
composite.
we did versions where we basically graded it to match and like it was still looked off.
Yeah, exactly.
It just looked off, and like having this mixture of the real floor and the CG floor was like basically what made it like fit in way better.
Yeah,
because just having the CG floor was still weird. Like having either one, but like this mixture that we ended up having was just perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And so okay, let's go to the script again. So that's the result of it. And so if we go through here, basically where I got stuck was basically the it was on the methodology. So I fully understand that you're doing, basically for all of them, you're basically undistorting them so that we can, and by the way, I've explained this last time, that this distortion map actually came from the software from Zeiss. So it wasn't a grid that we filmed, it was from their CinCraft Scenario software that we got, both the lens grid and also like the vignetting plate as well, just to call it correction. Where I got a bit...
hope will just be a database in the future. Like no one will have like...
Well, that's their idea, and they keep adding lenses more and more, but they're still missing some big hitters. They're still missing quite a lot of really big lenses that they should have there. So I don't know. I haven't spoken with Marius in a long time. I don't really know how that's going. Last time I talked with him was at FMX last year, and he had a booth there at FMX, and they were testing it, and it was a brand new system. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna probably have to like redo a link in about 10 minutes but that's fine. We'll switch it, and if it goes down, I'll just call again. Just so you know. So basically, I spoke with him, and he showed me a working version, which is much better now. Like it's actually working, and he showed me live there at FMX. Because the one we used, I talked to this on the stream, the one we used was still the NCAM version, which is pretty much used for previs. So it wasn't fully functioning as it is now. Now it's a more proper version, and more tracks better, so than the one we have.
Under certain conditions, it was really good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like having this high sun, like even though we had a lot of contrast and they had like loads of markers, it was just like, I think this super bright thing that made it like difficult for some reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like the track started off like really fine then, but at a certain point it just like and started drifting.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, so if you would look at the curve of the track, it was just doing fine, and then something happened, and then like drifting.
and in fact, we for a long time we were going to use it. We decided that we were going to use it, but then Martin, after a while, he was our CG artist on this project, and after a while, he kind of thought it's probably just best that I just do it myself and do the new 3D because it and retract the shot. It ended up being fully retract again. So, but you know, it like I said, it's working now. So for everyone wanted to trying the CinCraft Scenario, I think you should give it a go. It's a really different beast than when we shot it, because they just bought NCAM at the time, you know. So
yeah, but I would still treat it as you need time to prep. It's not run and gun without ever using it.
No,
it's only run and gun if you know how to use it and have used it multiple times.
Absolutely, and I think it has to do also that people kind of like need to understand that it's like an LED projection. It has to be completely figured out and thought through first and rehearsed. And you need to consider you need a couple of days to really get your hand around and test. And I don't believe we tested enough at the time. I don't think we did the testing enough. Okay, so just wanted to like ask you here. So the thing I got stuck was this corner pin. So basically, I normally, when I do, and again, doesn't mean that your version is wrong or my version is wrong. I keep saying this on my streams that everyone comps differently and people comp as they want, but I can't read your mind. So that's why I want to talk to you. So this is a projection system which you are projecting the frame so that you can clean it up. Now, you have multiple, I don't know if this is the correct one because you have multiple sections. So I'm assuming that each of them, like this one is that section and that one is that section, and you have multiple sections here.
And then I roto these for what I need them for. So like they look off when you look at them there, but like I am of course focusing on a certain area, like that it's rotoed beneath.
Exactly.
There.
But what I got stuck was this. I wanted to know what exactly is going on with this corner pinner because I didn't really understood why you had a corner pinner. Is this exported from... Some people on the chat thought it was an export from Mocha. Was that it, or is it something else?
This is to get what I need from a different spot on the plate. Because like if I just moved the projection into place, it looked a lot more stretched. So I used the corner pin to help me align basically from the set view, frame 1131.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Like,
you have specific frames for each part, don't you? Like that's the thing.
Yeah, and I like, and then I'm using, let's say, so like I'm not sure which part I'm painting out in this one.
Yeah. I think it's, if we go down here, we can probably see it. Let's watch the playback here. So this one is the playback, and then once you...
If you go to the pre-mode there.
Yes, if we go
pre-mode
here... If we
yeah,
go here,
so
we
there,
probably... Yeah, exactly.
That's where we're looking at.
Yeah, exactly.
And it like... Because I couldn't use the live, because usually I would try to do this procedurally, so I could like just use some sort of live plate to get this in.
Okay.
So like I would use the corner pin to have it like so it's projected into place.
Yeah.
And then the corner pin to basically warp with it.
I see.
Because like the camera is like looking at it differently, and then still I'm like corner pinning an ankle to have it still fit. So like if you would disable that would definitely be corner pin differently. Like
I see.
it wouldn't like rotate along with it when it needed.
Yeah, and that, okay, I see. So you're basically,
because you can see it's like it's a bit off, but it's like sticking to the plate itself.
And again, so this is a similar. Now I get it because I really didn't get it at the time when I first opened this script, and so it's almost like when you do that process where you stabilize fully a plate in 2D, paint something, and then invert the stabilization. It's almost similar to that, isn't it? But you don't have to invert it because you're projecting it, so that means the inversion is coming from the camera's projection itself, isn't it? So, okay. I see.
And I think I do that on like
You do it on all of them, yeah. That's why I
yeah,
got
I
stuck.
think I did like for the tracking markers, I did that to the cleanup. Like,
Yeah,
cause I like usually when I try like just like keying or rotoing or like cleanup or whatever, I like try off the bat a lot of different techniques.
yeah,
And then I feel like this one, I can be the laziest with this technique or whatever. Like I can do it in the what I assume is the shortest amount of time.
exactly.
So, which makes me lazy or whatever.
Hey man, it does
And then,
whatever works. I
yeah,
keep saying that
yeah.
to my students. Whatever
So
works to do the
this,
shot doesn't matter. You
I,
know.
I like this would just be one of the things like that you could try. I probably got this from either a pre-built script from someone, or it might be from a tutorial, or
Yeah,
it might be like uh, I'm not saying that I probably got this from somewhere,
yeah,
like this setup, and then adjusted it to what I needed, like
yeah. I
because
mean,
it.
that's why I got confused because I don't work this way. I don't usually do
Mhm,
this, and so this is actually quite smart because you're corner pinning it by hand into the like you're
mhm,
basically doing a bit of a bodge to try to have it as stable as possible, and then
mhm.
this is actually quite smart because you're splitting in sections, so you're only dealing with these ranges on this part, and then you're dealing with that range on that part, and so you're basically splitting
Mhm.
the problem. And
And
this is actually quite smart because I never thought about this because
and
this way you
and
can work a little bit and then you move on to the
mm.
next part and work a little bit and then you can actually split it through the weeks as you're
Because
working.
of course, I tried to do it all in like one big patch, but like the main problem was getting different lightings.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it was just like different lighting on the edge of the lens, and then like here and there, and like it was all just over the place. So like I could not get something functioning
yeah.
and still keep what I wanted off the plate. Because like I think in the end, I'm only using what?
Well, this one
Like I'm
here.
only cleaning up this like here.
Wait a minute.
Like
Oh yeah, you're drawing. Okay, sorry.
yeah.
I
Oh
only saw.
it that
No, I only saw drawing
yeah
now. I only saw
yeah.
it now, so it was
Okay.
a bit delayed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, never mind.
Like this is what I'm cleaning up
Yeah,
basically. Like because these guys here in the background, they are rotoed out, and we are just rotoing him. So like what I aimed for in the roto was like everything below this line
hmm
is like in shot. Like it might have been like a bit further, like here, so I could keep his shadow.
yeah,
But yeah, so like I tried my best to always keep the plate where I could. So like so in a minute, like we can like look at like where after all of this, like where I keep and discard things.
yeah. Exactly, because that's one of the. Well, before I even go to the
Yeah.
last question, one note from Rec, for example, is that
Yeah.
he actually doesn't think this is lazy. I think he thinks this is actually genius. Look at that. So you wait. Sorry guys. As I explained multiple times on these streams, I refuse to pay Zoom because they don't deserve my money because they've increased the price so much that I cannot do that. So I am doing the 45-minute free version. I'm not ashamed of it because if they would have kept the price normally, I would have supported them, but they were too greedy. And so I'm using free Zoom, and I will continue using free Zoom until they lower the price. And so that's what that is, if those of you are trying to understand what's going on. So that's why. So apologies, Bjorn. We're back
Hello,
now.
I can.
Yeah. Apologies, Bjorn. I was just explaining to everyone
No.
that I refuse to pay Zoom at
Yeah.
full price, and so that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because they were they really increased the price like exponentially, and I don't think they should have done that.
Yeah.
And so so I was just telling you that, you know, someone on the chat thinks that you're a genius. You see, that's good. That it was a genius thing, not lazy at all. So you should feel good about that. You see, I think this is actually really not lazy at all. I think this is a really, really great way of doing it. Now, the other question I get from Joel here is how to be sure that it won't jump and be noticeable when you split your shot this way. So I guess the way you're doing it, right, would be that you're if we go a bit further here,
so
you animate
after the pre-molt.
Yeah.
After the pre-molt,
you're fading it.
I have this grate. I'm like, people don't really like this. Like, I should use something else that's like obvious. Like when you use a grate, you're changing colors.
Yeah.
This one is just meant to, and I should of course name it what it's doing. But this one is basically
it's
just
great.
like if you go to like where the
I think the name is great.
The keyframe is.
I think the name is great. It's Grade 22.
Where the keyframe is. I don't know if you can.
It's here. I can see it.
Like, so it's basically like animating. Like, so I try to dissolve it in a way so it doesn't, so you notice it less when it's like moving between. And then I might have something like, so you were going to the merges on the left there.
Yeah, I was just gonna do
you
one
might
thing. People
like
to see
have
it.
another one taking over that's like being dissolved in at the same time.
Exactly.
Like this is of course like not really a great way of doing things. Like,
but
because
it works.
If I have to change something, readjust something, I might have to like animate so many things to like make them work. But usually when I have these sat, they are like, I don't need to go back to change them. But like this would not be a really good script for if I had to do a similar cleanup. I would have to do a lot of manual steps to get to the same spot.
But again,
so I was just aiming for this simple, like this shot, and then doing a simple one where he stands still.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't think it's a problem at all, especially because you're not going to repeat this process anyway, and it's only going to be this shot anyway, and you're the only one using it. So if you're the only one using it, you don't even have to worry about how it looks or how it's being made, as long as the result is perfect. If you were working with someone else, then maybe it would have been a problem. Maybe you had to label things, and yes, then maybe it wouldn't have been Grade 22, which is the name of it. You would have probably labeled it saying switch off at frame, whatever, and so that people would actually understand, you know. So
I tried to use the plate where I could.
Yeah, exactly. Rec is asking, is there a reason that the solve is on RGB A and not just A? Well, we can't dissolve just on A.
I have the dissolve after the pre-molt.
Yeah.
Like if I would have it before the pre-molt, then I could have just used A. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Because else you would still have the RGB and like this weird like overlay type of thing.
Yeah.
On it. Like, because I'm using just a regular merge operation, because above this I just have a constant. I'm just trying to like keep all of this part of the cleanup under one constant, so it's like going into the same format as the plate.
Yeah.
So I don't have to reformat anything or do anything.
Yeah.
And if needed, I could just like after I merge all of these in, I could render this out separately and then link it into the plate.
Exactly. Well, that's how I work as well. I always use the constant as a background for me especially when I'm doing matte paintings.
For my OCD, could you go up a bit?
Yeah.
And like take these two backdrops, the
background,
both purple ones, and move them so they're behind the there and there, and then the gray one, and like and then the gray one that's behind everything, so it's like not this off. Oh, thank you. Great.
So much better now.
I can sleep tonight.
I'm gonna save. I'm saved now. So basically, look at that. Oh, no, it's here. So you see, this is the result of that entire switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on. That's the entire plate that you've made. And again, like you said, it doesn't look pretty when you look at it as a plate here, but you still haven't finished. That's the thing. You're now going to work on top of this. Yeah.
Like basically just this, you can remove like these here. These can all go away. We're not, it seems like we're not using them.
Yeah, you're not even doing anything, and that also is gone as well.
Yeah, so like, if you just double click on that roto.
Yeah, that's the roto.
You can see like what I am
taking care of,
keeping.
So I'm going to do that
like
there.
So like, of all of this cleanup, this is what I'm keeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this, oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course,
so
people need to realize that there are sections of this that are covered with the CG anyway. So there's like the stones. We have an entire CG layer in front, and so a lot of it, like if you look here, like if you look at the CG, where's the layer? So if we go here, that layer. This is really delayed now. I think it's because Nuke is open. Wait a minute, I'm getting a lot of delay. I think I need to pause Nuke, otherwise it's gonna be sorry, it's just a second. So what I was saying is, if we go over here, it was this layer, the foreground raw CG. Mainly this one will cover a lot of it, because we have all this debris in front as a separate CG layer, which covers his feet on the majority of the time. There's motion blur. There's a bunch of stuff in front. The only moment that he's actually really visible is when he leaves that area, which is here. So if you go a bit back there, that's there. This section is the only thing that really needs to be perfect, because that's when he's actually fully visible. Otherwise, he's kind of covered. Like from here, you see, it's like covered and covered and covered. Only a little section is visible. Yeah.
But we tried different things, like having it in front, not having it in front, and like it helped a lot to have it like this.
Yeah.
But we tried our best to like not have it be. But I think it always came down to like how much time we would have to like do the cleanup for.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think there's like no cleanup on any of this.
Yeah.
Like the cleanup doesn't start until like after the big barrel. That's where the cleanup is. Like so, like
because
like
this
here
that's
like
still the
this
floor. Yeah.
Like here, like you might see the real floor. I can't remember if it's there, but like that's where it starts. So like when the floor is revealed after we pass this pillar, it like basically is like we can use the real floor.
Yeah, absolutely. I see what you mean. By the way, I just wanted to mention that I just found a little problem here. I was like going frame by frame.
Oh, thank you. I'll go and fix that after this.
No, I'm joking.
Call.
You see that? Do you see that? Like there's a line there, like it's all white, and then it kind of disappears again. I think this is a shadow. This is probably the shadow of the tent, isn't it? It probably. Oh no, this is real. This is the shadow of the tent, because there was a tent here, and then it gets sunny. That's not. That's not your mistake. It's I thought it was, but no, this is the shadow, because the tent probably
it's
was
the shoe.
Yeah, which is getting to the sun probably, because there was a.
But like I said, blame it on me.
Yeah, I am blaming it. Well, I can blame myself as well, because I should have noticed it. So if we look at the, I actually have the raw plate here. The plate is this one. Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna check here. So I think that's when he jumps. Let's see here. What is happening here? That's when he jumps. So it was a little bit before that. Oh, it's the shadow of himself. Look. It's the shadow of himself. But because I graded it a bit too much, then it becomes so hot that it actually
it
looks
pops
like
out.
Exactly.
And
Okay. People
Rec
are saying
says something with black ads.
Well, okay, so
I'm just gonna say yes. Definitely.
So Rec,
there's a black ads, definitely.
Rec, I'm gonna say one thing, Rec. There is not just one. There's multiple issues and edges and problems. We just ran out of time. and then we delivered
Yeah.
the project. I've explained this on my streams multiple times. I never finish a project. I just ran out of time. That's always the case.
Yeah.
We are working until we don't work anymore. And so you fix and fix and fix and fix, and either two things happen. Either we ran out of money and we can't continue working, or you ran out of time. I think it was a bit of both in this situation. We kind of had to stop because they didn't have any more money for us to pay. And so we fixed what we thought was more visible, and we left what we thought was not possible for you to see on the compression of YouTube and all the compression that this gets. Because there's a lot of things on this project that you are watching now because you're watching the raw plates on my screen. People don't see these things on the YouTube version. There's none of these issues because it's so compressed by YouTube, you know. So, yeah.
Chris says this isn't Life of Pi. Yep, we did not go bankrupt because of this project.
No, we did not. No. Okay, so one thing I just wanted to go back, and by the way, we should do a break soon because I keep doing that on my streams. We always just do 1 hour and then we pause and do a 10-minute break and then we return. Because people stretch their legs, they go to the bathroom, they want to do that as well, and I want to do that as well. So, but before we just go, I just wanted to tell people as well, because I kind of stopped on this corner pinner. Just wanted to mention people that the rest is pretty straightforward. This camera here is coming from the track, of course. So we would have had it from Zeiss, but right now this is tracked by Martin. So it's a 3D track that we get. And then this is a projection. So if I go into the 3D system, you should see... wait, am I missing something? No, I'm not. I don't know why is he giving an error, because the camera is there. I'm not sure why he's giving an error. It's probably an error from some other place, probably. Some camera somewhere is probably giving an error.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. As long as we can see
the
it here.
older version.
Exactly.
That's why, if I would use stamps, this could be resolved.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, this is... well, it doesn't matter. So this process is still the same one. So you're basically projecting into a card. And I'm assuming, Bjorn, that this card, which is this one, this card is... Did you get position from Martin, or did you use his geometry to position this card? How did you do that?
I either did it by eye. I think it's just flat on the ground. If you just open it up, the settings, it's either just at 90,
it is. Yeah, it is
90. So it's
90,
basically there, and then I just kind of eyeballed it with how high, how low, to get it this is sticking, because I when I lined this up, I had the actual plate and the plate running, and then the projection running in the 3D, trying to just get it working. Because usually I might either do it like that, or I've been also using a plugin called Card to 3D, or
it's the one.
What's it called again?
It's Card to,
I have it in.
It's here on the OP, I think. It's called Card. What's the name of it? Oh, maybe it's not here. It should be here because it's been used a few times.
I can't remember. I might have not used it on this one. I can't remember, but it's really nice because you kind of pick a point, and then you go have the camera input it, and then you find
I think we used
another frame.
I think we used it on the other project. I don't think it was on this one. I think it's on the other project. I think it's
it's of course sometimes it doesn't come out so well, but then I might do it by eye, or there are a bunch of other techniques. You can do the point cloud, or whatever you have in your arsenal. There are many ways to get this done.
It's this one, Card to Track 2. So you use this on I remember now because it's on the last project we just did, which I can't say the name, but the last project we just did.
No,
Uh,
it's on IMBD. We can probably say the name.
oh, is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Is it?
like it's in if you open and go
Oh, they
to
release it
like
already.
upcoming productions or something, do they have that there somewhere?
That's yeah. So you
Like
would have
under
yeah, it would have been on VFX, of course. VFX. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't.
yeah,
Okay,
Paradise City.
I did not know that. So yeah, so then everyone can see that this is the last thing we did together. So this is a TV show called Paradise City. So okay. Sorry.
It's of course in
Yeah,
post-production,
yeah.
right? But like, yeah,
I didn't know that. I wonder if I'm actually here as well. I might be already. I probably didn't even
yeah,
notice that I'm
yeah.
on it as well. Didn't notice at all that this was here. I need to switch this photo. Jesus, this photo is like 15 years old.
You're gonna
um,
use the crazy one you have now on you,
yeah, you're
like,
right. Look, I'm here already. I didn't even notice
yeah,
that I was here. Okay, cool.
mhm,
Okay, I didn't even notice.
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, so I was just telling people that that was the process. It was a regular projection using the camera track, and it's
yeah,
inviolable. I just keep saying this to my students and everyone. Whatever you do, even if you're not thinking of doing advanced cleanup, you should always ask for the camera. It helps you so much.
yeah.
And a lot of
No,
times we
like,
also get the geometry from the artist,
mhm,
even if it's a proxy geometry, it does help a lot,
mhm.
you know.
Yeah, but like you can also help getting better tracks, like 2D tracks with
Yeah,
it, and like there are
absolutely.
like many ways to use a camera, even though you don't see a point for it at the moment. Like
Yeah.
if somebody tracked it, ask for it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. Absolutely.
because then when you need it, you don't have to start doing that process yourself, because that's gonna take all from a day to a couple of days, so like just off your time.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
depending on the shot, of course. Like of course you can just do it off the bat, have it rough and like go in, but like you're gonna have it perfect, it's gonna take a day. Like
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
mm,
And yeah, I mean, Sajal is asking how long this will the stream be today. So Giselle, I would assume that I'm probably gonna be for another half an hour. I think so. We've been streaming
mhm.
for like an hour and a half already. I still need to do the giveaway. I just want to go through a few more things. This script is almost done anyway. We're just gonna go through one by one, but then we're gonna do the giveaway. I don't think I'll open the other script today because we already been running for like an hour and a half, and I want to keep these streams to less than
Yeah.
2 hours at least.
Mhm.
So that's the answer, Sajal. The other thing as well is later after like about an hour after this stream, I'll be back streaming, but that will just be my free time. I'm streaming Silent Hill 2. I'm playing the game live on Twitch and on YouTube. So I'll be streaming that on today as well. But that will be after work, after hours. So I'll probably do it like an hour after or something like that. Aaron Paul asks, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad? Aaron Paul asks, what software did they use for 3D tracking? I don't remember. What did he use? I can't remember.
I if I recall, I think I used Nuke.
Was it? I thought he would.
Yeah,
Oh,
I I
okay.
I think so. I'm of course
Okay.
not 100% sure, but I kind of recall seeing like a point cloud in Nuke
Okay. Okay.
from
Okay.
him, like because like I think so,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you can get a pretty decent track with
Oh yeah, I'm
Nuke,
huge.
but like the special tracking softwares, you can like go nitty bitty, like
Yeah,
fix these, like oh you like lot of three like tracking artists basically just sometimes throw in the shot into like different types of software, see what gets the best result, like just with that go, and then go and refine it on the one that they think
yeah, yeah,
is gonna be the least amount of work.
yeah. You're probably right. I need to ask Martin.
Like now, of course, this depends on like people do things differently. I'm just talking about the ones
Yeah,
that I know. Like,
I feel that I really love the 3D tracker of Nuke, and in fact I've used the 3D tracker of Nuke for full CG shots many times.
yeah,
So I think it's really robust, but it has to be for static things. That's the thing. People need to understand that it
yeah,
only works for camera tracking, nothing else.
it is fun to like play around with it though.
Yeah,
Like if you're gonna do like object tracking, it's just like it messes with your mind.
Yeah,
because like
absolutely.
it's not meant for object tracking, and you can't just like like it breaks reality
Yeah, yeah,
using it for object tracking,
yeah,
but it doesn't do a great job of it, but it can do a job.
yeah,
Like for
absolutely.
simple things, it can work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Okay, so before we do, because I think what we'll do, Bjorn, is I don't want to take more of your time, so we'll I'll do the break after we go through a few
Yeah.
things here, and then you can go, and
Hmm.
I'll do the break and
Yeah.
then do the giveaway myself after
Okay.
the show. Maybe maybe you can come back for the other script. Maybe we do this every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
These
sure.
streams, so
Yeah,
so I would
sure.
love to have you back if you wanted to be back, and then we can go through
Hmm.
the keying script in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Okay, so just wanted to like give people the rundown of a pipeline for this. So basically, we're coming in with the plate. We come in with the plate. That's the raw plate, untouched, undistorted, and nothing has happened to this plate. This is the raw plate. No distortion has been applied. And basically, Bjorn here is like ST mapping the distortion out so that we have like an undistorted plate. That then gets reformatted to the resolution of this project box, and because it's a bit
Which is always done after the SD map too, like
exactly
because it's like
to open
stretches
it up because you then have a few more pixels, and then again, like people were saying, this happened to all the patches. I'm sharing the first one, but
Yeah,
corner
like
pinning to stabilize, and then basically go into the projection 3D with the camera of the track, a card which is applied to the floor, and then once this comes out of the scanline render, you cannot forget to reapply the distortion. That's really important for everyone
like
to know.
the
You need to apply the distortion to the plate itself, but this would be the same distortion that we got and that we used to undistorting as well.
the yeah, I want to say the frame hold,
Yeah.
like and the corner pin are like, so if you would use a live projection, so I'm like just always using the patch that the camera is like seeing.
Yeah, because you're just
If
focusing
I
on
would
that.
paint
Yeah,
in
this.
that way, I would not need to have the corner pin because I have a still image
Yeah.
that doesn't like it doesn't move. It's just projected onto onto the card. That's why I use the corner pin to adjust it, to rotate it, like whatever it's needed for that part of the shot.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
this would not work for the entire shot. I can't take a thing and rotate it all the way over here with a corner pin because it would just be too messy. That's
Yeah.
why I also do this in patches.
Exactly.
And like
Exactly.
yeah.
Now, one thing I wanted to note to everyone is that if this was a more high budget production, if it was, we could have gotten a more robust 3D representation of this floor. So normally on a bigger production, you might get 3D artists that might build this floor. They would have built the floor accurately and even the environment in CG. And then instead of using cards, you would have had like the geometry of the set. Even if you, for example, if you have if you have like a scan of the set, a LiDAR scan, then you could have used the LiDAR scan to help on your projection instead of putting cards. So that's another way of approaching it. I just wanted to mention to the chat here because normally you do get a LiDAR sometimes you get a LiDAR scan if it's a more advanced production. We didn't get a LiDAR scan from this place.
I did not do one because it's a floor.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
I asked Martin,
Yeah.
like, would it help him? And like he
Yeah.
didn't think so.
Yeah. No,
And
well, no.
like it's basically it's a flat concrete thing. It leans down towards the
Yeah, there's like a
uh,
curve here. You can see that
yeah,
towards
yeah, like
the gutter thing, it
yeah.
kind of leans down
But
because of the rain.
other
Yeah.
than that, it's fairly flat.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Exactly. Absolutely.
So like if he would have been walking in lava rocks, I would have definitely scanned it,
Yeah.
even though I didn't think nobody would use it.
Absolutely. And then after that, I'm just to continue the rundown here. One thing that happened here, and this is very common for both Bjorn and me as well, because this is really slow as fuck, we just pre-render it. And this pre-render is an EXR full zip compression, not the pre-compressed. Because if you use the Dreamwave, the DreamWorks compression, then it gets artifacty. So this is the Aces Exchange with full zip compression as a pre-comp, and that becomes a plate that then we work on top of it. If you wanted to optimize this a little bit, you could have used the crop box to try to run it faster for the scanline to play a bit faster, but it takes a bit of time for you to do all those crop boxes. So sometimes I skip them as well, so it doesn't happen all the time. And I really wanted people to understand that this is a live production script. So it's not like we have a lot of time. And
I'm not sure why all the backdrops are like not in the correct place. What happened to the
it could
script?
be an update of, I don't know, it could be Nuke's updating, or I don't know, it could be so many things.
I at least want to have stuff inside the backdrop when I place them there. I don't know why they're all like slightly off.
And this goes back to the conversation I was having with the chat about that there is a lot of mistakes and a lot of problems on this project. Whenever we do the show reviews with my students on the other streams we do, I don't really, you need to understand if production shots, we ran out of money, we ran out of time, so there's like a lot of things that sometimes don't get fixed. It's not the same when a student does a shot, because a student has more time and they don't have a limit. So sometimes I get a bit more fixated with edges and problems when we're reviewing student showreels. But that's mainly because if you're a student, you should have more time to fix things. And we didn't, because we were getting paid. So it's a production shot. So keep that in mind. This is production. And so, of course, it's not perfect. And it's not, by all means, the way and the only way things should be done. That I just wanted to emphasize that to the stream, because don't want people like sending me messages later on. Oh, but you did it this wrong and that wrong, and yeah, sure, we did a lot of things wrong, I'm sure. But try to do it in a budget and a timeline. There's always things wrong. So,
but like, don't be afraid of your show reels, though.
Of course not. No,
I just don't have mine public because I'm not really social media publishing things.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like, if somebody wants to see it, they can share it. But like,
yeah,
I don't. Maybe on the next one we could play it. Like,
let's do that.
It helps, but it doesn't.
Okay, so then from here we basically have the rotoscoping. And these rotoscopings are adjustments of the section, like you said. These are rotos with the LUT and the blur for you to remove what you don't want. You only want that part. That's it. And these rotos were done by hand, right, Björn?
I might have used.
Did you track anything?
Mocha.
You used
I might
Mocha?
have used Mocha to basically get a decent track.
Okay, I see.
Like, I can't remember where, like, if you click the roto to see the keyframes.
I don't think.
Yeah, this was done by like, if you click the layer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I see the things there. Yeah. So
if you click.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you click this one, the layer one.
Yeah, that one there.
And then go to transform. Up here.
Transform. Yeah. There you go.
This came from some sort of track.
Okay.
So like, I have a track, and then I just adjust the roto for what I need. Just animate the roto, so I don't have to like whatever the camera's doing. I'm just thinking of like skewing the roto for what the area that I'm using.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Okay, I can see the track there as well. Okay, cool, excellent. And then that gets promoted. You already explained the grade, which was to switch it off, and then it goes into a merge node. Now, all of them are the same process with different rotos, of course, obviously. Some more and less complex rotos. And by the time you get the whole thing patched up, you basically get that. That's the main patch, and then.
What am I doing with the edge detection there?
That I don't know. So let's find out. So what are you doing here? What is the edge detection
threshold?
even doing?
So it's like detecting. It's probably in the alpha, or no? It's RGB.
Yeah, it is. It is on the alpha.
Yeah, there, and then
you're using it as a mask. When you look at the grade. Yeah, you're doing a grade node there. And so wait, we're running out.
Taking the. I'm not.
Yeah, 1 minute. I think let's double check here. I'm not sure what that is. Are you doing anything? You're just reducing 88.
Yeah, might be.
Could be a specific place where that's happening. Could be. You never know. That's the thing with production shots.
Like I might have just like reducing the brightness of the edges.
This is the thing with opening scripts months later. This probably made a lot of sense at the time for something that you were fixing, and we can't really remember anymore.
I got a note and like, yes,
that's also the thing.
Just the tool I need.
That's the thing I also wanted to mention to people. Like when we are doing these things with clients and with feedback, we always go in and kind of like fix something really quick for a production note or for a client note. And we don't really spend the time labeling everything because you just want it to go away.
I try my best to, like, before I stop at the end of the day, to like fix, like align the script a bit better at least, like so I can open it up and without like thinking, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly.
But like I think it happened a lot of times. I was like always trying to finish something at the end of the day to go pick up kits or whatever, and then just like you try to finish, render, and run out. So like then I don't go and clean up because like sometimes I might like press render.
Yeah, and we just deliver.
Clean up in the background
exactly
while it's happening.
Yeah, we just deliver. Yeah, like Rex says, if you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, then this here, this is the cutting of what you needed.
Yeah.
So that's the roto. And you're basically doing an exponential blur. So you have the roto there and then basically blurring it a little bit. And then use that grade to cut it. So this is being cut. This grade is the same thing as doing a copy mask pre-molt. That would be the same thing. It's just a bit more a bit faster to work it that way, to do it that way.
I tend, for some reason, to use the grade a lot for
I think that's
all
because
sorts of things.
I have a feeling it's because of me, because I do that all the time, and I guess I think you picked it up from me probably. I just find I know this is messy for people to understand what's happening, but it's just faster because it's the same as a pre-molt. It's the same thing because you're multiplying it anyway. Okay, and then what is this grade? No, it's a patch. Oh, it's a last minute thing that you probably patched. I'm assuming.
Can I see the patch?
Yeah, of course. So that would be that one where this sounds to me like a last minute
this
patch.
Probably everything was working, and then I need to either add in something or like fix something.
Exactly.
So like that was probably
there you go.
Better to do it this way and just add on top than like destroy everything else.
Hey Volney, I see Volney from ILM London is here. Hi my friend, how you doing?
Hey.
So it says here isolate required pixels in grade 1220. So you basically, this is probably a note either from me or from a client, and then you just like wanted to like mess around, fix that section because you can kind of see that it's like an afterthought. Look, it's like a line coming through. It's literally like a line patch that goes in there.
It really bugs me that things aren't inside the backdrops.
I don't have an answer for that. I don't know what had happened. I have no idea what that happened.
Some of them are just plainly me, but like why are but
it's fine.
I'm gonna start cleaning house a lot better from now on. We're gonna start opening up my scripts publicly.
Okay, so now we have that's the plate. That's the original plate, which you brought in also the roto. We'll talk about that next time. This is part of the roto process that you've done before, isn't it? No, sorry. This is the ID, the object ID that we got from Martin. That's right. These are the object IDs. It's a render. So that's a render from Redshift.
I don't think I'm using it anywhere in the.
Well, you're probably cutting it at some place. I'm assuming.
Alpha.
So let's continue destroying this. So we have the cleanup tape. So I'm assuming that is
like just the tape patches. Because I think
these little things, right?
I think I started with them. Just because they are easy. Because I didn't know where we would cut the floor in terms of the boom operator, his shadow.
And
So I didn't start with him, but I knew we needed to clean up the tape.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like, I think I started with that and it became obsolete in the end, probably.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
assuming from the other things. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and plus, like we needed it for like, especially if we're going to use the ground, like the real ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I love Nikki's comment on Twitch. Love the irony of doing an advert for tracking systems and having to post track shots. That's it is an irony that you're. It's the same irony. The same irony that I'll go back and show you guys one thing that I found.
I should just hire us to do another job to prove us wrong. Like,
yeah, exactly. I wanted to show you, Nikki, I want to show you even a more ironic thing on my site. So if you go here to my website, I have 3 commercials that I supervise for Adobe. And one is for Illustrator, the other one is for Photoshop, and the middle one is for After Effects. Guess where we come to the shots? So this is a composite. This is an After Effects, a commercial for After Effects. Okay? That's the commercial. I'm not going to put sound, otherwise I'm going to be claimed for sound. That's the commercial that I supervised on set. Full CG composite, a lot of roto, a lot of paint, a lot of everything. It was entirely composited in Nuke. But it's an ad for After Effects. At the time, I think there was a conversation of the client asking, "Oh, could we use After Effects to do it?" And I think the VFX guy, I wasn't doing the comp. I was on set for this. This was done from a company in Spain, a really good company called. Oh man, I'm so old now that my brain sometimes forgets things. It's called. Oh man, I'm gonna forget now. I'll look it up and I'll
Doesn't
tell you guys.
Doesn't it say on the?
Oh yeah, that's right. Website. It does. Yes, it does. Yes, good. Because then I was gonna look like a fool of myself.
You were always really good at crediting.
Yeah, it's all here. So the VFX is where is it? Savage, yes, that's the company, Savage. Yeah, the whole thing is credited here. So this is an amazing studio in Spain. They did the VFX, but yeah, I heard that there was conversations about that, like Adobe asking, "Oh, could we comp this in After Effects?" And Savage uses After Effects as well, but it ended up being comped in Nuke because it's just too complicated to be done in After Effects. So not dissing After Effects at all. After Effects is a great software, but to do really advanced CG and comp, man, come on, this is too complicated for After Effects. It would be, I think it would be counterproductive to do it in After Effects. I think that would be the answer that I would give, So I thought it was funny. So yeah, going back to this. So this is the typical old school technique, isn't it, Bjorn, where you stabilize the plate, and then you paint the roto the stickers, and then you re-stabilize the plate, isn't it? That's what you're
like
doing here.
Probably used the transform to basically just nudge it into place, like
exactly,
without painting it.
Yeah,
just use the area around it. And like either take it down a bit to the side or whatever is needed.
And this is a very common practice, to all of you listening in. So common practice that we track something on the tracking point here, and basically we stabilize it using the stabilization, and then we paint everything we need, because it's so much easier to paint when it's static somewhere, and then you reapply the movement again, but of course to a pre-multiplied patch. So basically this is now pre-multiplied as a patch, and then it's done. And I think you did that 2 times, it seems, because you're merging.
And like on one of the one that you were looking at, we have this frame hold. And I have that probably because either the shadow of the boom operator or the guy was like overlapping it. So like I had to go into and apply it over it.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So that's what that is, guys. And basically it goes into a constant again, and basically you have the patch of 1, the patch of 2, and then basically that gets then merged in. This is the raw plate that gets merged to cover those, and then we get
animated.
Yeah, so that's animated, so that can go in and out as well. And then that is the patching of the whole thing, the bottom area that you've comped in, and that now becomes the new patch for the floor. God damn it. This is taking so long that I forgot that it was gonna go away again. So I'll just start it again. So I'll just start the Zoom thing again. Oh, it does. Oh, okay. So it only allows me to do it in 9 minutes. That's fine. I'll do it in Google Meet. That's not a problem. So Zoom now forces you to not do it, and that's fine. I just want to wrap up this with Björn, so I'll do it in Google Meet. That's not a problem. We're not really drawing anywhere, so I'll just do it in Google Meet because Google Meet is free anyway. So for me at least. So I'll just do create instant meeting. Sorry guys, I'm just like gonna do that real quick. So, and no camera here. So I'm gonna just copy the list there, and I'm gonna just share it with. There you go. So I need to like share that one instead. So give me just 1 minute. And I know we should have done the break a long time ago. We'll do the break in like 5 minutes. Don't worry. And then we'll do the giveaways after that. We have to do it in Google Meet. Yeah, so let's see if Björn can come in. There you go. Admit. Cool, man. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, so apparently if you do it twice in a row, right after the other, it doesn't allow you to do it. Because when I do it on the show reviews, because I do a break between the show reviews, I never noticed this. So you can only do it twice. But we're almost done anyway. So let's just really wrap this up. And I do apologize that I'm taking so much time for you, Björn.
No problem.
But let me just one thing I need to do though is I need to I want to have you on my screen as well, and I want, let's see here, I want picture in picture. Is that what I want? Yes, it is. That's what I want. Now this one looks a bit weirder because it's like you kind of see at the same time the screen. I really hate the way Google Doc works because they keep this shit and they don't allow you to not have that, and so it's like really annoying. But it's fine. We'll just put it on the corner here so at least we see your face. It's so annoying, this thing, and I can't even have just you on top. You see, like I wanted to have you on. Let me just see. Can't I just have you on top? No, of course not. Why would it? Because that would be too easy, right? That would just be too easy. Google is just so erratic sometimes. There's no way of me just having you on that. Okay, I want to have you on this side. Okay, now I've managed to do it. So now I'll do this. It's so stupid that I'm having to do all this. Oh, now it changes again. Okay, never mind. This is not even important.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll do it just with the screen. We don't need this. Like, people don't need to. They've seen you enough.
Yep. Who cares?
That's fine. So, apologies, everyone. Google Meet sucks. And Zoom sucks. They both suck. So, as I was saying...
I miss Skype. No.
Yeah. Well, Skype still exists, but it
yeah,
sucks
but
as
like,
well.
Yeah.
Okay, so... yeah, so as I was saying, this then gets merged, you get the patch, the whole thing. So we had the tracking markers, then the patch, and then basically that's not needed, I'm assuming. And that's it, really. Then you render it. And this is now a pre-comp that we then use on the other comp. And this would be the comp of the roto paint, which would be this one here. So it would be the matte one, which will open next time and not today.
Yeah.
Because I think we needed an hour to go through that one. That one that we're about to open, I fully understand it. But I think it would be nice if you could join me, because I think it would be a nice conversation to discuss.
Plus, like I might, like, for this thing, like this cleanup, if I would approach this shot again, I might do it a bit differently. I might do it like, think I need more procedure in it. I mean, whatever, like, because this is like a manual, like really manual thing. But like a lot of the thing, like a lot of the time, manual is sometimes the fastest for what you're doing and trying to achieve, because you can, like, I can know how long this will take. I think I did majority of
Oh, wait,
the
I'm
cleanup in
I just noticed I'm sharing the wrong screen to you.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was just watching the YouTube thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
it's
sorry.
like 30 seconds behind.
I'm sorry. I've shared the wrong screen.
No,
That's
no
the screen
problem.
I wanted to. No, it keeps sharing the. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Google, you have to like have it open here, and then you have to tell him to share, and then you move the window because no one in Google has two screens. No one.
No.
So I have to go here,
Ever.
entire screen, screen 1, and then basically screen 2, and then share it. And now it's sharing that screen, and then I move it to the side, and now you see it.
Oh, yay. The technology.
I know. Anyway, as I was saying, like as you were saying, yes, you're absolutely right. Like there's a lot of approaches, and it's been 6 months, and also like depends on the job and depends on the deadline we have. Sometimes we have more time. This is really tidy, by the way. This is a super tidy comp. So this area here, though, that's just a pre-comp of the CG. That's not really something we'll go through next week, in 2 weeks.
This is is this the matte script?
Yeah, this is the matte script.
This is just for me to view, like, because like usually I would like view it over black, over gray, over whatever, and also like the most important is of course what's gonna be behind, because like you might get away with horrible edges sometimes, or you're trying to adjust a part of the edge, because like someone pointed out there's a black edge, and we try to like minimize that with different ways. Like sometimes you never get there, and not unless you just start recreating edges all over the place.
Exactly. But we'll go through this in 2 weeks. So I just wanted to show people the result of this entire thing, this entire shenanigan, which is where is it? It would be. Oh, I think it's actually it probably needs to be updated because it's probably I've deleted now the older versions, so I'm assuming we only have the 48 one here. No, but that's the comp. That's not the one I want. The matte is version 5. No, 14. It has to be. So I'm just gonna so it would have been version 4. Then the matte is version 4. It should be version 14 though. That's weird. Maybe it isn't. Like, let me just double check here. So would that be the roto? No, that's not the roto. So where is the roto of the result of this comp?
Either we ended up pulling this in and doing
could be.
There.
I think. Let me do this then, real quick. We'll just open the regular comp for a second, because I know it's there because I've seen it. Like, I've seen it last time I was looking into it.
Sometimes I start
and Nuke crashed. Of course it did.
Sponsored by Nuke.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why is it doing this to me? Oh, it opened.
But a lot of the time I start a separate script for the matte or cleanup or whatever. I sometimes might bring it into the comp, especially if it starts to be entwined together. Kind of, because you have to like have access to so many things, especially regarding edges.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, now it didn't crash. Now it's working. Okay, so Jesus. Okay, so the roto is somewhere here. So let's see. This is the background. It's still loading.
Yeah.
It's down here.
Probably on the
Frederick
gray.
only. That's the guy.
So like we had it in. Yeah, I think patches as well.
Yeah, that's right. This is a render of just him, and then I had another render. That was done last minute where I have only him, not the floor, because I was trying to deal with the floor. But we'll go through this later. This is the script I finished then. So I think we'll stop here, Björn. You've been already so kind with your time, and and also we're running really long already, and I don't want to have these scripts, these streams so long, because then it's really boring for people to watch them, so that's why I tend to not to not do that. But anyway, I'm gonna just put you on screen here, and then I'm also on screen. Yes, I am. So yeah, Björn, thank you so much for joining us, and it was wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining and to go through the script with us. And it was wonderful to see your career as well and your work. And people really enjoyed it as well. So Björn will be back in 2 weeks. So basically the next stream will be doing it in exactly 2 weeks. So that will be next Friday. If you're available, of course. If you're not available, Björn, let me know. And I can schedule to another time.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem.
Well,
yeah, people really enjoyed it, and people said thank you to you as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Björn, for sticking the time. And I'll talk to you later, my friend. Yeah.
Thank you all, and have a nice day.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that was great. Thank you so much, Björn. So guys, we've been doing it for 2 hours now, so I'm gonna do a break because I need to stretch my legs and get some water and get some drinks. And also go to the loo, and we'll do the giveaway right after right after we do the giveaway, and we'll be back in 2 weeks from now to go through the Roto and Paint script as well with Björn, and then I guess 2 weeks after that we'll go through the final script as well. So we've been going on for 2 hours. I apologize that it's a bit longer. Some people are here talking about the actor strike. Like, I don't forget, everyone, that we have, like, I basically told everyone that we're doing a call-in show next week. So don't forget that we're doing this next week, Thursday. We're basically having a call-in show radio. So on Thursday from 3, people can call into the show, ask questions, and actually call on Zoom for us to discuss multiple topics from the State of the Union, State of the VFX, and so don't forget that we're doing that next week. And also today, after we do the giveaway, I'm probably going to be like doing an half an hour break, and then I'll jump in with the live stream again later on today, where I'm going to continue playing Silent Hill as well after hours. I usually do that before dinner. So yeah, I'll be right back. 10 minutes, and don't go anywhere. And again, thank you so much for being here for the last 2 hours. And I'll leave you with the sponsor, which is Foundry this week. And you'll be able to see both the commercial for the Foundry, which is the sponsor of the stream, but also I have a trailer for Anna's book as well on the break, and you'll see also the Zeiss commercial during the break as well. So it'll be 10 minutes as normal. You'll see all those breaks, 10 minutes, stretch your legs, get some water. After 10 minutes, we'll go right into the giveaways right away. Okay? So I'll see you all very soon, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay?
Foundry's Nuke is the industry standard tool for compositing in the film and TV industry. We've produced and curated all the essential resources for learning Nuke and preparing you for the profession, as well as recommendations for other training resources. You'll learn compositing fundamentals, rotoscoping, keying, tracking objects, color management, 3D compositing, and much more. Our objective is to empower artists with all the knowledge they need to push their skills to the next level. Jump in and start learning today.
Hello everyone! I'm super excited to give you a glimpse of my first cookbook, Green Recipes for All, featuring over 50 dishes inspired by amazing Mediterranean food. Inside you can find recipes made with a variety of fresh, healthy and versatile ingredients and popular plant-based products. These are great choices whether you already follow a plant-based diet or simply wish to cook a few weekly meat-free meals to reduce your overall meat consumption. In the book, you'll find a wide range of new and exclusive recipes from soups and big salads to main courses and desserts, as well as some of the most popular recipes here on my channel, such as the perfectly cooked non-stick rice or the tabbouleh-style bulgur and mixed bean salad. Not forgetting a new version of the delicious tofu chocolate mousse. So, if you'd like to have a look at my book and try some of the recipes, just visit any Amazon marketplace and order a copy, which is available in hardcover, paperback or digital formats. Hope you enjoyed the book, have fun cooking, and see you next time.
What a beautiful place. But guess what? It's not real. You know, these days, nearly every production has some form of visual effects, and most of them need camera tracking. This is CinCraft Scenario. Easy, real-time camera tracking, anywhere, anytime. This will speed up your visual effects pipeline. This means no more tracking markers in your backgrounds, and less work with your lens distortion. So you can be creative and experiment. This device and its software do the magic. You can track indoors, outdoors, on a LED volume, on a green screen, on a film set, or even in a parking lot. We got you covered. No matter how many objects move in front of the camera. And tracking outside? Yes, you've guessed it. Our system goes the extra mile. It tracks natural markers to compute the camera's movement for you. Wow. Oh, hello. But how does the system track in an empty environment? Come on, check this out. Do you see those reflective markers on the floor? They're used for tracking setups like green screens. And this little camera tracks the reflective markers anywhere you put them. And you can even perform live pre-comp on set. Any scenario is a breeze with our system, including this LED volume. By the way, we also support frame remapping technology. While they switch lenses, hear me out. With Zeiss lenses, there is no lens calibration needed. The system is plug and play. And another cool feature is oh, well, that was a bit too fast. The tracking data can be recorded and easily handed over to the VFX studio. So we are really speeding things up here, don't we? Wow, that's amazing. We also need to speed things up because we're running out of time. So now it's your turn. Let your imagination run free.
Okay, I'm back. Hi everyone, and thank you so much for sticking around. Before I even start, I just wanted to thank Bjorn for being here for so long. I I feel bad because I told Bjorn that this was going to be an hour and it was 2 hours. So I'm so sorry, Bjorn. Thank you so much for being here anyway. And people really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and it's actually great to go through a script with someone else. So maybe I can try to do that more often, because it would be really nice if I could try to do this. Obviously, I understand it's a challenging thing to try to do, because most people don't have permission to show their scripts, so it's not easy. But I wish I could do this more often. For those of you that arrived only now, don't worry, you can just scrub down. The stream will be available right away. If you just use the same link, you can always scroll. Actually, even watching live, you can still go backwards. Like if it's live TV, you can just go back to the beginning. I'll publish it properly tomorrow with chapters and everything. But yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. And again, thank you so much, Bjorn, for spending so much time. Now, before we do, I've left the links on the chat, so the links are there for you to do the giveaway. They're also on the top of the chat, so if you go to the top of the chat on Twitch or on YouTube, you'll see the link for the giveaway. It's really warm here, so I'm gonna get my green cola up here. Now, I keep saying this every week, they are not a sponsor, okay? I wish they were, but they're not. But I do love green cola. For a long time I've experienced problems with my teeth because of cola. I really love Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi, and so, but it's really bad for your teeth because the emulsion gets broken. So you basically, it's a fizzy drink, so it destroys your teeth. This does not have that acid. Green cola does not have that acid, so that's why I drink it. And it's really tasty as well. It's a more organic, acid-free cola. And let's just hear it as well, because I love that part. This is so nice. Wow, that's really nice and cold. And also, of course, thank you so much, Yori, for the donation. It was wonderful for you to donate to the chat. And it's wonderful for you to show so much support for my stream. Now, let's do the giveaway. Now, the giveaway is going to be the first giveaway of the day. Actually, that's not the first giveaway of the day. The first giveaway of the day will be for my course. So, don't worry, as I always say, if you already have my course, I will give you my workshops. If you already have my workshops, then I'll give you my new course, which I'm creating right now, which is the on-set supervision course. Okay, so we have, let's see here, we have a total, and before we roll the dice for the Nuke course, I'm just gonna make sure, yeah, it's pretty much almost like a Diet Pepsi. The taste, Chester, it's pretty much like Diet Pepsi. Of course, it has a different taste, but I got really used to it now, so it's not the same, of course, but it's almost the same. Okay, so we got, let's see how many people do we got for the course. We got 50 people signed up for the course. So let's roll the dice and give away the course. Let's do that first and see who's the winner for the Nuke course. Let's see, draw the winners. Draw. Let's see here. Okay, we have a winner here. Let's see if they are here or not. I hope they are. So let's start with putting it on the chat. So winner of the Nuke course is didn't copy. Copy pasting is always so difficult with this thing. I don't know why, but shouldn't be. Okay, so that's the... Okay, so it's... see if I can pronounce this name correctly. I hope so. It's with I here. Okay, so... Okay, the winner of the new course is Davinder Basanti. I think that's how I pronounce this. Davinder Basanti. I think that's how I say the name. Hopefully that's you. Okay. That's cool. You're already here, so that's good. I'm glad that you're here. Why can't I send this to the chat? Okay, so... Okay, cool. Congratulations, my friend. If you already have my course, I think... Oh, you're my student already. If you're already my student, don't worry. Like I said, I will give you my workshops as well. Okay, so let's just jump into the next one then, the next giveaway. That's the next giveaway, which is the Nuke license. I'll put it on the chat as well for people to have it. So congratulations, my friend. You won my Nuke course. Okay, so that's the giveaway. Yeah, there's two. Oh, there's two of them? Okay, which one is this one then? I have Davinder Basanti. Who is that then, if there's two of them? Yeah, you can get the workshops, but so is it you then? I think it's you, because that name that you have on YouTube is exactly the same name I have on the email here that I can see. So I think that is you. So I think the Revener would be someone else, I'm assuming. Or maybe it's you on both. Maybe you have the two logins, the Twitch and the YouTube one. So because we're running live on both platforms. So could be that. It's yeah, cool. So yeah, I'll upgrade. Yeah, so could you just do me a favor and contact me on Discord? Since you're a student, you already have access to that. And then I'll upgrade. I'll basically upgrade your course to workshops. I'll do that. Okay, cool. I've put the link of the Nuke license. I just wanted to mention to everyone that I'll be back today, by the way. So around 6, that's my plan. Around 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll be back playing some Silent Hill. I keep telling people that I'm a huge fan of Silent Hill, and so I've been now playing every day after work, like basically around 6 o'clock or something. So I have it set up for 6 o'clock. I'll put it on my screen for you guys to see. So I'll be there in about 45 minutes. I'm just gonna do a break after the stream. So if you want to join me, this is my seventh stream of this game. I'm like 10 hours in or something like that on the game. I think I'm halfway through or something. So if you guys want to join me every day, at least when I can, because this is after my work. I've worked the whole day. I've done this stream now, and now I'm going to relax. So as I explained to everyone, for years, I always play video games either before dinner or sometimes after dinner, usually for an hour or two. And I've been doing that for years. And I had a realization just the other day when I finished Elden Ring, and I platinumed Elden Ring and also finished the DLC, and then I platinumed Dark Souls 1. I had the realization that I could have streamed 300 hours, because I took me 230 hours to platinum Elden Ring, and I kind of figured I could have streamed that and so I've been really doing that. This is now the 6th stream. I'm really enjoying it because I'm playing. It's a relaxed stream. There's no sponsors. There's no ads. There's no commercials. I don't ask anyone to subscribe. Don't ask anyone for anything. I'm basically just playing the game just like if I was playing the game by myself. And usually I do it before dinner. And then when dinner comes, I just go away. And so I'll switch it on at 6, play for like 2 hours, switch it off as soon as dinner is here. If you want to join me, that's the link. I would love for you to join me. You can also chat with me. We're playing the game together. There's always about 10 people there on the stream. About 10 people on Twitch and 10 people on YouTube. So it's been wonderful to do that with the community. So if you want to join me, I'll be there from around 6. It doesn't need to be exact. I'm like I said, I'm doing this as a relaxed stream. I'm not really fussy about the times and everything. So Lav asks, where can we see the on-set supervision course? You can't see it yet because I haven't done it yet. I'm doing it now. I haven't publicized it and I haven't finished it. So it's gonna be a while until it's done. But I will assume my on-set supervision will most likely be done by March next year. That's my plan, is to have it finalized by March next year, so that you guys know. That's my idea. I'm gonna launch it at FMX. So, okay. Now we have 75 people for the Nuke license. So let's do that thing as well. So the winner of the Nuke Indie license is... Roll the dice. Okay, so the winner is... Let's see if they are here. Hopefully they are here. Okay, so... Winner of the Nuke Indie is... Oh, it's not writing. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it doing that? Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just like writing it, so it has to be that name. I want to be sure I don't... I'm copy pasting, but the email was on the copy paste, so I don't want the email to be shared, because obviously that's wrong. So that's, I think, the Twitter handle, I believe. So it would be it's something reality, so it's like Manlitali, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this. So that's the winner of the Nuke Indie license. Oh, damn it. Someone is disappointed. Congratulations. I hope you're here, though. Like, remember, you have to be here for you to win. Are they here? Is, I guess, Max. I can manually T. I think it's Max. At least from the email, I think it's Max. But are they here? Or are they actually here? I hope they are. It's a Twitter handle, so that's you? Okay, cool. Well, congratulations. You've won the Nuke Indie license. I'll email you about it, so don't worry about it. I'll do that. Congratulations, and to the winner. Now, before I go, like I explained, I'll be back in about 35 to 40 minutes on YouTube playing Silent Hill 2. So if you want to join me, if you want, you can jump in there. Don't forget that next week we have a very special stream. We're going to go and do the first ever call-in radio show on YouTube. And this is a forum. It's like the whole idea behind this is to make a place where people can speak and we can chat about the VFX industry, about AI, about the problems we're facing. People are going to call in. They can call in on Zoom. They can call in on a text. If you're a Patreon or a member, you have priority. So please feel free to contact me if you want to be part of this show. We'll be doing it for like 3 hours. It's like a radio show. People call in, talk, and then they go away, and then another person shows up. So that's my next stream. And I'm really looking forward to doing that as well. So yeah, that's it, really. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was wonderful. I really apologize to Bjorn for keeping him for 2 hours. He'll be back in 2 weeks. So he'll be back in 2 weeks for the rest of that deconstruction. Remember, next week is the call-in show. In about 45 minutes, I'll come back to YouTube to play some Silent Hill before dinner. And yeah, and then, of course, we have the show reviews the week after that. So a lot of things going on. You can always find me on Twitter. Next week, also, the VFX Notes podcast is released on Tuesday. And yeah, that's it. You can always find me. So thank you so much for all the support, all the kindness, all the wonderful messages I get every day. It's really means a lot to me, guys. And I love being here and doing these streams and talking with the community. It's wonderful. So thank you so much for everything. And I guess I'll see you all later. If you guys want to join me in half an hour or so, I'll be playing Silent Hill. But if not, I'll see you all next